Okay, so we got YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, Be Real. I just learned about. We still got Facebook and Meta, whatever it's called at this point. It's confusing. There's a lot of social media platforms out there, and it could be overwhelming to figure out where you should be creating content at, where your audience is, all the things. So let's talk about that. Hey, I'm Jaleesa, wife, mom, coach, strategist, and host of the Money Making Housewife podcast. So go check it out on Apple, Spotify, iTunes, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, this channel is all about helping you create fulfillment, freedom, and flexibility in your life and your work so that you can create a life that you actually truly love. So today we're gonna be talking about social media platforms and which one you should be on and why. Before we get into that, comment below what your favorite social media platform is, and also put your link or put your handle in there so we can see and people can follow you and things like that. So the way that I look at social media is probably different from a lot of different people and a lot of the advice that you'll find online, because I'm all about doing what feels like the most natural to you. I'm on YouTube because I like to be on video. I'm good on video. I feel like I can communicate my message better through video. At the same time, video is really the way the world is moving, so you probably should be on video. I'm just saying. But I really enjoy YouTube. I really enjoy podcasting. That's what I've been doing. YouTube is a social media platform, but podcasting isn't, but those are my two primary content platforms. But basically YouTube and podcast is where I really focus my energy on in creating my original content. I focus them there, and everything else, every other platform that I'm on, Instagram and TikTok, the content is repurposed from the content that I create on my YouTube channel, that I also repurpose to my podcast. And then I take the same topics that I talk about and I distill them into Reels and Instagram Lives and TikToks. But if that's too much for you, my friend, need to focus on just one platform. So first, whip out the Notes app in your phone, Google Drive, Google Doc, or a notebook, and ask yourself these three questions. So, which platform do you actually like the best? Let's be real. That's the one you're gonna use the most. Where can you realistically be consistent on? And where is your ideal audience most likely to discover you on? Asking yourself those questions can really help you to figure out which platform you should be on right now. Because most of us don't have the time, the energy, the resources to be everywhere all at once. We don't have huge $70,000 a month marketing budgets like Alex Hormozi. We don't have a huge team and offices and things like that like Gary Vee. So listen, we gotta do what we can do. We gotta do the best we can with what we have. So focus your efforts on one platform, and I also suggest using a secondary platform as the repurposing platform. Honestly, you should be everywhere that you can be. The short answer to that question is be everywhere that you can be. Why not? However, for most of us, that's gonna stress us out. That's gonna be overwhelming. It's not gonna be realistic, and it's not gonna be feasible. So it's take that how you will. Because honestly, covering more digital real estate will only most likely benefit you, and it'll help you to expand your audience faster and also get better at creating content. But let's be real, you need resources, you need people to help you do that, to distribute that content. Because even if you just have people create your content for you, scheduling the things, making sure it goes out, making sure that you're actually saying your messages can congruent across all platforms, that's not the easiest thing to do. And then of course, you don't want to just build up your audiences on these platforms and leave them there. You want to build an email list, right? So then you got that. It's just a lot, okay? So while the advice to be everywhere, all at once is it's great advice. It's obviously duh, of course we want to do that. It's just not feasible. It's going to make us go crazy. But a way that you could actually kind of do that, is by having your one primary, your primary platform, and then having your secondary platform where you just repurpose the content from your primary platform. But the trick is to not just repost the same exact content, the same exact video, the same exact, reels and things like that. You can't just take a reel and take it from Instagram and then post it on your TikTok, because TikTok don't want to see that watermark, So while you can repurpose your content across platforms, you need to be tailoring your content for each specific platform that you're on, according to what works best on that platform and those platform guidelines and things like that. Because none of them want to see each other's watermarks. They don't. The whole goal is to keep you on their platform as long as possible, because that's how they get more ad dollars and that's how they get paid. This is why when I'm creating short form content, I typically will just pull it from my longer form YouTube videos. Or if I'm just creating an original, a skit or something like that I like to post on my Instagram Reels, I'll just use my Sony camera that I'm using right now to film. So I can just take that video and there's no watermark on it after it's edited, and I just can post it. I just upload it to Instagram. I upload it to YouTube Shorts. I upload it to TikTok, you know, things like that. Like that's how I do it, but that does take time. I do this full time, so I do have the time to do that. Just keep that in mind, okay? So don't feel bad if you can't do that. Like, it's okay. Focus on one primary platform, and if you can, without going crazy, have a secondary platform that you repurpose that content to, but make sure that you're tailoring the content specific to the guidelines and the, you know, the rules of that platform that you're using. This is why you have to actually like the platforms that you're using. Like, let's be real, okay? Like, you're gonna be spending, you know, an adequate, significant amount of time on them. So you gotta actually enjoy it. Like, I truly do enjoy YouTube. I enjoy Instagram. I like scrolling TikTok. I don't really like to post TikToks, to be quite honest. So that's where I post the least. Like, I know it's like everybody's like, get on TikTok and things like that, but listen, let me tell you something. Come a little closer. Listen. It doesn't matter what best practices and strategies that the gurus and the experts are saying. If you don't want to do it, and if you don't think that you're actually going to be consistent at it, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Brandon, what you got on? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
It'll be there. Hopefully the social media platforms will be there, you know, unlike Vine. But, you know, it'll be there. So get to it when you can. If it's gonna cause you to like be stressed out and going crazy. At the same time, I wanna tell you about the 7-11-4 principle that is described in Daniel Priestley's book, Oversubscribed. It's such a good book. If you wanna learn about marketing, digital marketing, if you wanna actually just any kind of marketing, read this book, okay? If you wanna build a brand and learn how to create your own market and like really like raving fans and support, read this book. Anyway, in his book, Oversubscribed, Daniel Priestley describes the 7-11-4 principle as follows. He says, in order for people to actually build a bond with you, build that know, like, and trust, and actually become supporters and customers and clients, they need to spend at least 7 hours with you. They need to have at least 11 interactions with you. And they have to be seeing you in at least 4 different locations. So think about it. If you are covering more digital ground with your content because you're on different platforms, this is gonna happen a lot faster. Of course, like email and text campaigns happen as well because that's a different location. So just think about this. Like, okay, I'm on YouTube, right? I create a YouTube video, but I also create a YouTube short. That's already 2 different locations. Then I have an email list. I send my list an email at least once a week. That's 3 locations, right? So if the same person is following me on YouTube and my Instagram, that's another, right? They see me in stories, they see me on live, and they see me on Instagram Reels. 3 different locations, right? However, this is why long form content is, you know, you need to be doing it because this is how people can spend more time with you. This is how they can really binge your content. Yes, you can build great connections with short form content. I do believe, you know, a picture with 1,000 words, a video is worth 1,000,000. You know, there's something to be said about people like really sitting down or doing the dishes and like watching your videos, listening to your podcast, like all those things. This is why you see your favorite experts and coaches and entrepreneurs and things like that across all the platforms as much as they can. And this is why you see as they get more and more successful, you see more of their content typically because it's helping them to make more money basically and reach more people, right? So I want you to also think of your platforms, your content platforms, like, okay, you're gonna use one platform for attracting your audience, right? Another one for really nurturing that audience and building community. So an attraction-based platform and a community building platform. So in your attraction-based platform, people are going to, this is where they're gonna find, follow, and fall in love with you. This is what I use my YouTube for. This is what I also use my podcast for. Although I'm so reluctant to call podcasting a social media platform, but I'm just because it's content, so I'm just kind of lumping it in here just for sake of the video, you know. You can also use Instagram and like TikTok for this if you go live a lot because people can spend more time with you there. They really get to know you better through your lives, through your stories and things like that. I personally just would not only be using Instagram for anything. Like I would not be relying on Instagram for anything at this point because it's too finicky. You can get your account taken just like that. There could be so many bots fake reporting you. Like you just, So if you're using Instagram, I do think that you need to use another content platform, you know, YouTube. I'm just saying you need to be creating content somewhere else because I don't think Instagram is not safe, okay? Your content is not safe on Instagram. It's not safe or secure. And we do know this through experience. Actually, a very recent experience, okay? So I'm just saying. Now your community building platform is where you're actually going to really build connection and nurture this audience that you're building. And believe you me, like I know you and me are the same. So when I find somebody that I really like on TikTok, I look for their Instagram, I look for their YouTube. When I find someone on YouTube I really like, I go to their Instagram or I look for their TikTok. Like, and people will do the same for you if they really are really wanting more of you and building a connection with you. They will do that. Same with podcasting, like so on a social media platform. But when somebody finds your podcast, listen, I do this all the time. I will find someone's podcast and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Like, I love this person, whatever. And I'll look for the rest of the social media profiles. It's just what we do. When we really do feel like more connected to those people, right? Like when we're really rocking with somebody, we will go find them on other social media platforms. We'll find their website. We'll find as much as we can to like learn more and get more of them, get more of their content, more of their videos and things like that. So listen, your community platform is gonna be where you nurture and where you really connect and like really talk like one-on-one. So think like DMs, you know, think like Instagram DMs, think tweets. I guess you can do that through Twitter. Like I don't use Twitter, so, you know, TikToks, like TikTok, you can do the reply, like the video responses and things like that. That's another way to like connect and build community, right? YouTube, you can do it as well. I just find it's more difficult to do it on YouTube because when somebody comments on my video, I can't even really see their real picture. Like I can't click, if they don't have a YouTube channel, I don't know who they are. Like I can't click unless they follow me on other social media platforms, which they often do, but it's just harder to do on YouTube, to be quite honest. But YouTube is great for attracting your audience. And keep these general guidelines in mind when you are choosing your primary platform. First of all, of course, first and foremost, think about which one you're actually gonna be consistent at. Like if you know it's gonna be super hard for you to create long-form content consistently, like don't choose YouTube. It's not for you right now, baby girl. Like just, you know, do something a little different. Maybe you need to go live. Maybe you need to do live. You could do your long-form content that way. And it's okay, because YouTube gonna be here. It's been here since 2005, it's gonna be here, okay? So really understand the way that each platform works to help you make an informed decision. So like I said, if you know, YouTube is great. We know it's great for brand building, for building your business and things like that. But if you really can't do it right now, girl, and it's gonna stress you out too much or cost you too much, whatever, like just do something different, okay? You can still build your brand, just do something different, okay? Listen, for me, like I don't care how great Twitter is, I'm not using it. I also don't care what the likelihood of me going viral on TikTok is. Like I don't wanna do it. Like I don't wanna do it consistently. I'm not posting 3 to 5 TikToks a day. I'm just not. Think about the platforms that are really a natural fit for you. YouTube is a really natural fit for me. I enjoy this. I like to be on camera. I love making YouTube. Like I just like it, right? And so all of the stuff that's hard about it, the showing up and scripting and figuring out the lighting on, putting on my makeup and all that kind of things, like when I don't really feel like doing it, it makes it a lot easier because I actually enjoy it. And I also find that I can deliver my message a lot more effectively by being on video and doing long form video content on YouTube. For a lot of people in corporate and in 9-to-5 style jobs, you know, who want to climb up the corporate ladder, LinkedIn is great. You can post articles, you can create original articles, you can share, you can connect with people in different workplaces that you may want to work at. Like my little sister has found pretty much all her last few jobs on LinkedIn. Like she that's her thing. Like she loves it. Me, I don't know what to do. You know, I don't know where to start when I get on LinkedIn, right? And I have no desire to learn. Like it's not my thing right now. But if I do want to learn, I know where to go. And listen, even with me not wanting to be on these other social media platforms and not really wanting to be everywhere, I can still create 100 pieces of content with my current strategy in 30 days. So I'm doing okay. I'm good. I'm building up my brand. I'm getting more and more views on every single video. I'm getting more listens on my podcast. Like you can still do this without, you know, going against like what you actually want to do and what actually feels good to you. You get what I'm saying? And this is why I teach my program Content to Profit the way that I do, because it's not about exactly like what's the best social media platforms. It's more about the content, the quality of the content that you are creating and why you are creating this content. Like that's what my clients learn in my program. So if you want to join the program, make sure that you apply using the link in the description box, and I will see y'all in the next video. Thanks for watching.